let's begin right away then with our Bright Sparks. Our first Bright Spark tonight is a company that was set up with the passion to get kids of today to embrace sports and a healthier lifestyle. Mumbai-based KOOH Sports delivers grassroots programs at schools to initiate interest in sports and nurtures and promotes sporting talent through its development centers. ET Now's Polami Mukhopadhyay brings you this report.
India is a country that celebrates sport as a culture and worships sportsmen as gods. But it's not just about the equipment or the personality. Sports is about rigorous training and modeled education. With an aim to address the issue of sports education at the national level, KOOH Sports was born in India. Promoted by three sports enthusiasts, Chirag, Patel, Kashif, Siddiqui and Puneet, Mehra, KOOH Sports serves as a vehicle to transmit the message of health and fitness to young Indians.
So what we're doing is we start off with training children in school. We call it the in-school program. And it starts from 1.8 years till the time the child finishes his school. We have academies, which is the second leg of the chain, where a child who's interested in that sport comes to the academies, to the development centers, and then learns that sport. We then take the child to high development performance development centers.
KOOH Sports follows a three-tier approach in its curriculum. It creates an interest of sports in school kids, nurtures talent, and promotes these youngsters at a professional level. Keeping in mind the year-on-year improvement in the sports sector, KOOH Sports has partnered with over 150 schools, colleges and communities across the country.
How important is sports education in India, considering that every nook and corner of the country has children playing on the streets?
Now, the issue around sports education and training is that there are fundamental concepts which for some odd reason in the last 30-40 years have been forgotten. And some of the fundamental concepts are very simple at its base level, is that if you do not have the right ability to jump, run and throw, how else are you going to play sports as well? If you are not able to provide structured training or education to the kids, or the importance of nutrition, for example, or the importance of being fit, and that is an extremely important ingredient for you to then pursue sports, whatever you want to do. Those are the kind of important messages which we are trying to give through this program.
So food got mixed with technology and it became food tech. So are you trying to give birth to a new genre which is called sports tech maybe, since you have health, since you have technology, since you have education involved?
So what we are actually trying to do here is that we are almost seeding or creating a new sector. So what we are actually defining is a sector which straddles between education and sports. Okay, so sports, so all the disciplines of sports or the knowledge of sports, and we are taking that and sort of merging it into the education sector.
There is a special program in your development center which is the self-defense program. Tell us about it.
It's a fairly new initiative which we started a few months ago. There were 2 or 3 things which led us to look at self-defense. So the first thing which we did is we looked at a sport which is Taekwondo. And we are hearing a lot of noise around this whole issue around women's safety and sort of social empowerment, etc., etc. So we said that's an interesting area to go with. And then, of course, we were talking to a lot of parents. So what we did is we've created this self-defense program, which is underpinned by Taekwondo. So we are using the basic techniques and the skills of Taekwondo, but there's a lot of other things which we are teaching in self-defense. And the idea here is to allow a girl or a woman, whoever is being trained, to at least have the ability to either fight or flight. Because it is equally important that you should have the basic understanding that if you are going to witness an attack, you should find an exit route as well.
Gifting the startup industry a new tag called Sports Tech, KOOH Sports has been elemental in shaping the future of youth with respect to health and fitness. In addition to its in-school programs, exams and tests, KOOH Sports provides students many coaches who not only train them but also have undergone 4 to 5 years of expert training themselves.
If I have to cluster them, right, I think there are about 3 different clusters of tie-up. The first one is when we go and tie up, we do look at individual personalities or luminaries and tie up with them. And just to give some names, is like a Lalchand Rajput or Raghuram Bhatt or an Apurva Desai, Sheba Magan from basketball, or there's a couple of international coaches we have from basketball and football respectively. We tie up with them. Those tie-ups are primarily done keeping in mind the delivery on the ground for our in-school programs and our sports development center, more importantly, is absolutely taken up by 3-notch. Because what happens is when we have our coaches in the system, they're trained, they're good, but they will have a level A. We need to move them to a level B or level C.
With a passion to get kids to embrace sports and live a healthier lifestyle, KOOH Sports has built a multi-sport curriculum that covers 14 different games. Raising a whopping 2 million rupees in fresh funding, KOOH Sports has grown to become India's leading sports education, training and technology company.
So that was KOOH Sports, a company that has worked with more than 2 lakh kids across India. Next up is a pioneer from the auto components sector.